Welcome to weekly forecast of Nifty top 10 stocks and major indexes. So in the last week, we have discussed this like if it is not Nifty is not going downside, if it is not breaking the low of 10,780 change, yeah, it's a 790 or something. And here it was like there is a chance it will reverse inside. So this was the candle maybe we were at. So now we moved significantly to the higher side, and there is a still room left for the upside, maybe another 40-50 points for the upside. So now what we need to think is whether we are able to uh, cross the high in the less time. That is a one important aspect here, what we need to look presently. For example, this is like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candle low, and 5 candles higher side. Days maybe a 6 because of on holidays. So here I just add the time. So we left 1 or 2 days, maybe one candle or two candle. In that, if we are going to go for the higher side, we need to break and close above the 11,620. So there it will give the two-stage confirmation. So then we can say, okay, it might go for further up and may hit the level of 11,800. That is a previous high. But here, as the time is taking more the upside movement, and it is not sharper how it fell. So now there is a good chance here it might reverse from this level, maybe little bit upper side, or there is a small room left from like 50 or 11,470 or 500 odd levels. Then it might reverse. Let's say if it is comfortably crosses and closes above this or makes some consolidation, then we might get this for 11,600. If not, if it is like reverses or at least if it is not consolidating here, then there is a chance here we get one more downside, at least for 61% of this whatever upside is there. I'm just taking it as a 4,060 or 11,465 is a high. It may go up to that channel, and from there 61% will be 11,046. So again it will depend how fast it will break or how slow it will move. That will change the targets of the Nifty or change the levels. Okay. So here what you need to look for the Nifty for tomorrow or next week. So what you need to look for Nifty for the tomorrow or next week, how it is going further and whether it is able to hold this channel. Okay, that is the important thing. So if for now it is like a buy, stay in a buy. We were at the buy when it is trying to move inside the channel and trying to move inside the channel. So we said at least it will go to the 61%, that is maybe 12,250 or 300 odd level. Then if further goes, it will go up to the level of channel, right? So still there is a chance it might go upside. So stay in a buy for next 1 or 2 days, and then we will look how the chart behaves. For example, if it goes above this channel and stays there for 1 or 2 hours, then it might be going for one more up to going for maybe 600 level or even for the higher level, that is for 11,800. Okay, if not, again it might come little bit down. There is a chance it might go even for the high, but it depends how fast and how slow it will fall, right? So that you need to look how it behaves here. Bank Nifty. As in the last week, we discussed that Bank Nifty it might go to the level of this channel stop or the channel's level, maybe up to this level. As we discussed that if it is a sharper, so again it was consolidated here and it went upside. So now what you need to look in case of Bank Nifty, again you need to have this channel presently. Maybe it is near the top. Yes, if it consolidates a little bit, then it is fine. There is a chance it will go one more up. If not, let's say if it is coming to the high of 22,890 or 22,900, then there is a chance it might reverse and come to the down one more time. That is for 20,200 odd levels. Okay, so there is a chance of these two. Here, the new channel will be this. So in case of Bank Nifty, there is a small room left for the buy side. It might go for the 60 or 80% also, 23,800 and maybe 22,800. Then it might reverse from there, or at least it can go up to the level of 25,000 also in that extreme cases. Because uh, if I take a time consideration, there is a lot more time left to cross the high. Maybe 23 October or 23 October is a time wise. It needs to break to confirm the highest. But presently, you need to look for the buy for at least channel stop, that is 22,800, or if it further goes for 23,800, then it might come little bit downside. Okay. So now we will be looking for the gold. Yeah, it is consolidating as we discussed in the last week. So it is a good chance that you need to stay in a sell mode only. There is no need to buy in case of gold as of now, because one down can be expected in case of gold. So stay in a sell, not to buy. Okay, it might go a little bit upper side, but use that opportunity for sell. At least to the level of 1800 or 1810 can be expected in case of gold. Silver. Structurally hasn't changed much in case of silver too. I'll just remove everything. So as it is slow, means upside movement is little bit slow compared to this fall. So there is a chance it might come down from this level for the at least 21,500 or further down. It may go even a little bit downside. So that will be completing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or like some of this might be 1, 2, and then the fall will be little bit sharper for the downside. But as of now, you can stay in sell mode as a simple structure A, B, and C trade for the downside. So look for sell setup, not to buy in case of silver. And even in case of gold, it is for the sell. Crude oil. Yes, as expected earlier, like it is consolidating if it takes much more time. So we'll be seeing downside. The structurally hasn't changed much. So we might be seeing the level of 36 and 35. So the low is 36. That has done, I think. But we'll add one more channel here. So there is a room left for one more down. Maybe up to the level of 36. And even if it goes down, we'll be going for the 33 or 34 USD in case of crude. So look for the sell, not to buy as of now. Okay. And what left? USD INR. Yeah. USD INR. Earlier we discussed that the structure it is still holding. So we need to stay in a buy for at least 77 or 78. So So look for buy setup, not to sell in case of USD INR. Now we'll be looking for the individual stocks, beginning from the TCS. In the earlier, like we discussed, like TCS might be going for the one more up, because as it was a longer consolidation. So now it is still in the buy side. So stay in a buy, not to sell as of now. So it might be going for the upper side, maybe touching this high of 22,720 or 26,000 or 27,000. Sorry, to 2,700 or 2720. So look for buy in case of TCS, not to sell as of now. Reliance. It is still inside the channel, that is for the now. So it is just taking support at the channel's bottom, and whenever it is crossing for the high of the recent high of 2260, then there is some room left for this is ABC, a simple structure. So that is against, like this is A and going for the B, 80 to 90% or even some 100% that can be expected in case of Reliance. So here one can use a stop loss of 2165, buy above 2265 for 2365, 2365 or 2370, or even further if the move is stronger. Because if I see this last move, this is a little bit sharper and this is a long consolidation. So there is a chance it will go one up before it can go any further. Now, LNT. Yes. So as discussed, I said here there is a chance because it is going in a sideways and this structure has might complete it. So there is a chance it will go at least to the 60% level and then to the 100%. So look for buy. So still there is a structurally hasn't changed much. So it can come up to the level of 890 or 880. Then there is a one more upside. So look for the buy setup, not to sell in case of LNT. Kotak structurally hasn't changed much. As discussed earlier, like one can stay in a buy. At least up to the level of this channel, this support. So look for buy. 1380 or 1400 level. So look for buy, not to sell. ITC, yeah, it is coming to the level of 80%. I said here there is a chance it will go upside. So here one can look for the buy setup. If it comes to downside, let's say 160 or 157, then also I am going to buy ITC for 230 and 220. So look for buy setup in case of ITC, not to sell. Infosys, it was in the buy early. So structurally hasn't changed much. As after this there is a consolidation, so there is a chance it will do this. So look for buy for 1060. If it is crossing only below 970, we will be looking for the sell. For buy. ICICI. So as we discussed earlier, like this is the time and this is the upside. Upside. So if it taking that more time, so we'll be seeing the down. If it is not, we'll be seeing one more up. So just I'm considering this as a high now, the lowest is this. So still there is a little bit time left. So there is a chance this whole structure will be like A, and this will be complete B, and this will be C. There is a chance that if I see this movement, this is looking a little bit sharper. Not exactly how fast it fell, but in this kind of structure, most of the time they'll be going for the 80%. Firstly, to the 60% or 61%, that will be 388, or like this is a A, B, and C, some complex structure. So 378 and 388, and there is a chance it will be going for the 401 if it holds this channel. Okay, there is a chance it will go one more up for at least 388, I think 401. Most of the time I have seen these kinds of structure like A, B, C, and that will go for 80 to 100%. So look for buy, not to sell in case of ICICI Bank. Structurally hasn't changed much in case of Hindustan Unilever. So as of now, you can look for the sell for at least 1900 or 1895, because structurally hasn't changed much and it is slower. So look for sell in case of Hindustan Unilever, not to buy. Okay, look for sell. HDFC. Yeah. So earlier we discussed that stay in a sell if it is not crossing the level of this 1057 or something, because that was there exactly the channel support and resistance was coming. So I said if it is, we discussed that if it is crossing the channel and moving the high, then there is a chance it will be going for the 61% or 80%. There is a chance, or maybe making the structure that of the triangle here, right? So now this is the one structure, or here you can say at least up to the level of 1135 or 1130 or 40 can come in case of HDFC. So look for buy for at least 1140. What about HDFC? That was HDFC Bank. I hope this is HDFC. So here also we discussed the same thing. So it is coming at least to the channel. Now it moved inside the channel, then the target will be little bit different because this is the high, or at least if I consider second and third, so it will be going for this first as the movement is sharper. So look for the buy in case of HDFC for at least 1850 or 1899 or 98. So look for buy firstly to this. There we might get some down and then up, or at least if it is going faster, then we'll be seeing 1890 or 1899. Okay, so this is for the next week. So anything else? We need to see that Bajaj Finance funds, because everyone asked for the Bajaj Finance. So here in case of Bajaj Finance, it is earlier we were in the buy, and somewhere around here we said like stay in a sell. It is going for the downside. So the downside was like at least to the channels downside, channels bottom, or at least this support was obvious for 3100 or 3200. Now it is again going for the up. So I'm just considering this is the low and this is the second lower point. So if it is a sharper and if it crosses the high again, let's say for 37 or 3750, because this movement is downside is slower compared to this fast. So here it can go and touch 3750 once again if it is not crossing this channel. Okay, so stay in a buy at least to 35 or 3600, then we will decide how it behaves near this smaller resistance. Okay, that's fine. Thank you. For more updates or like for further weekly forecast, if you haven't subscribed my channel, please do that. Thank you.